guys. Thank you so much for joining me on the story of a yogi. And I have a very special guest today, my very own daughter, Marissa.
Hi.
So, Marissa, how did you become a yogi?
Well, it helped that you became one. Um, it really just helped that you started a yoga business and it became your dream. And it was your dream. And then I was like, oh, this is a part of who I am. Like, this is where I come from. You know, like, um, it just felt like this is where we're supposed to be at. This is what we're supposed to be doing. And I was like, oh, this is good for my body. This is good for my brain. This is good for my body. This is good for my brain. And then it became part of my life. And yeah, sorry, I'm nervous.
Do you remember the like after school time that I made you like? Do you remember that?
Well, I remember like being forced to go to class, and it wasn't like being forced though. Like it was like kind of like this is what we do. And it just became so fun. Like it wasn't like a chore. So,
what was your first yoga class? Like experiencing yoga for the first time?
I know it was in the Beardsley studio.
You went to Fort Wayne with me. Remember when we went to my graduation?
Yeah. And it was like a big class, a huge packed, and we were like in the corner of the back of the room, like smushed up against each other, like barely.
That was probably your first yoga class.
Yeah. Overwhelming at first, like what am I getting myself into? But that's like what every single person says when they walk through the door here now.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh. But that's how it was when I was done. I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
Tell us about your yoga class. Which one?
Well, I remember first starting with heavy metal yoga, and
Yeah.
that was so fun.
Yeah.
Like getting everybody to scream. Like,
yeah. Purging the energy.
That's what I'm about. Yeah. And that was really fun. It's just an amazing class to just be like, all right, I'm here. That was really loud. But that's what it was about. It was just like being loud and taking up space. And we don't do that now.
Yeah, I like it. But now you do kids yoga. Tell us about kids yoga.
I love my kids yoga class. I usually just have the girls, but I'm very lucky to have boys join us because everyone thinks that yoga is like a thing that's only for girls. But then I have the boys come and they have just as much fun. And they have Shavasana on the stairs. Can I do Shavasana on the bottom of the stairs? Yes, Samson, go right ahead.
He's so cute.
He's so fun. and like, I have a big thing. Like, don't tell kids what to do because they're kids.
Yeah. They're figuring things out too.
Yeah. They're always, whatever they're doing, it's what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. They're more tapped in than we are.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny to see them range. Like some kids, they're like, I don't want to relax. No, I just want to be here. I just want to do this. And some of the kids are like, I'm here to relax. And it's a lovely balance of the two.
We got adults that show that duality.
Yeah.
You got your ones that want to move all the time. And then you have your ones that are like, don't move me.
I need to stay still.
Yeah. So restorative yoga.
I love restorative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You read to them.
Yeah. It's funny. I trip on my words a lot. And then I'm like, nobody's really paying attention to what you're saying.
Oh, but they are.
Yeah.
It's good though. They're relaxing.
I love adult stories.
They're learning something.
Right.
They're going home with new mindsets and new inspiration.
I'll be surprised when we're reading and like something hits me.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, thank you. Everybody's in the room right now, but I'm feeling
this
it.
book.
Yeah.
And then there's hot yoga.
Hot yoga is my favorite. I've been doing that one probably the longest.
Yeah.
It's great. I don't notice how much toning my body gets. Like my muscles are more toned every week just from doing it. I'm like, well, I'm not doing much.
Right.
I'm not doing much at all.
And it was fun.
It's fun.
Yeah. And you get to see the progress. That's what I love about the same sequence is you get to see your progress. You get to see, oh, look, I can do this. I couldn't do this a couple weeks ago.
Right. And even with that, doing the same sequence, I always say, not always, but I like to say, like, during classes, magics too, I like to just be like, don't take this so serious. Like, have fun. Because a lot of the times we start and it's like, what am I doing this right? Do I have my body in the right position? It's not so serious. It's just like being with yourself. And it's just fun.
And you can play fun music too. Lay down. Hot yoga is fun. I had fun subbing it last week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the more bodies you get in there, the hotter it gets. Yeah, okay. So how do you think yoga has helped you?
It helps me get out of my head. I'm one of the most anxious people alive, so it helps me get out of my head and get into my body. I always say that. And it just helps me connect with myself. Like we spend so much time like in the external world doing things for other people or working and just going, and then I finally go to the mat and I'm with myself and it's like, oh, thank you. I needed that. I need to just be here.
Isn't it crazy the moments you get where you're like, oh, I'm glad I got back home to myself. Where did I go?
Yeah. Like so out of body for so long, and then you're just like, what?
Yeah. You also teach quantum dance.
Yeah, I love quantum dance.
That was a good time. Right?
I remember one woman coming after just like 2 months of coming, and we only do it once a month, and she was like, this shook up everything. Like it just moved the energy for her, and everything started to just align for her in the way that she wanted, and that's magic if I've ever seen it. Yeah. And the amount of energy that I have after, and sometimes it's different, like I'm like completely depleted, or it like moves something imaginably and
then you have all this energy.
Yeah.
Quantum dance.
One of the things that I remember of this journey that sticks out to me the most is when we had the Beardsley studio, the old studio, and I was going through, I don't know what I was going through in my life, something really hard. And I came to you and I was like, lock me up, put me in a mental institution. I want to die. And you're like, get in the Reiki room. Just get in there. Just lay down. Somebody will be there in a little bit. Okay. And she just put like rocks all over, crystals along my chakras, And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? Somebody off me, But that was how I was.
Your
and
mind was in
I was in a really dark place. And then afterwards I just had to poop and I was fine. Like I was like, everything's okay now.
Yeah.
And that I will remember for all of my life. Like coming to you so unhinged. I was so unhinged. Like somebody medicate me What?
No,
No, let's
it's
not do that. Let's just lie down and quiet. And it
Yeah.
changed everything.
Reiki is good.
It changed everything. Had I not come to you that day, where would I be?
I know.
Where would I be? You know, maybe I would have went to a mental institution, you know? So the timing and how everything worked out that way, it just brought me here. It brought me to a really good place in my life.
And you're a Reiki practitioner now.
Yeah. Yeah. And I genuinely enjoy giving Reiki and receiving Reiki. And I've had this conversation with my partner before where he was like, well, if you could do anything, what would it be? And I'm like, to just give to the people, you know, heal.
Yeah.
You know, and any way I can, yoga, Reiki, art.
Yeah, your art. We should talk about that.
Yeah, I love painting. Right now I'm into making jewelry. I like doing crystal bracelets, and I love doing wire wrapped rings and canvas work, occasional puzzle.
Yeah.
And
she sells her rings here at the Quantum Realm.
Just sitting, doing anything with my hands.
And your bracelets. Yep, are here too. What's your favorite out of all that stuff that you do? What's your favorite thing? Is it Reiki?
Probably because Reiki is just so magical to me.
It is very magical.
It is. And just the energy that comes from it. I think even on a collective scale, that when we do Reiki for just one person, that we are putting out that energy for all of humanity.
Well, and then that person leaves,
and
then they're around other people.
Exactly.
And all the people that they affect. And then all the people that those people affect. It is pretty magical.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so, and that's the big question, is what would your advice be? Well, did I ask you how yoga and stuff has helped you? I feel like I did.
Yeah.
Okay. What would your advice be to humanity?
Well, yeah, have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun. Have a lot of fun in any way you can. Like, I feel like we don't connect with our inner child enough. And if we just like said, I'm not worrying about this right now. I'm just gonna be my childhood self and have a little fun for right now, that would heal a lot of the worry, a lot of anxiety that we have. Because I notice it in myself, and I'm lucky to have a partner where he will sometimes take on, you know, taking care of things. What would you call that? Like, just
be the more responsible one?
Yeah, I kind of in like a parental role, but not like he's parenting me. He's like taking care of everything. He's like taking care of the house, taking care of food.
So you can step away.
So I can just play.
Yeah.
So I can just play and just be childlike. And it's so healing. Like my anxiety dissipates. And it's lovely. It's a very healing thing. Also, adding to that, like, we are on this kick right now, I feel, as humanity, to just be like, put yourself first. You gotta put yourself first. You've been serving so much. Put yourself first, which is really important. Like, if you are one who is the type to just put yourself out there and help others no matter what, that's beautiful. I love people like that. I resonate, but like, there's balance. You've got to find balance in serving others and serving yourself, because you will lose yourself and you will feel depleted if you don't do things just on your own for you. Whether it's just like massaging your legs at night with some lotion. I heard them talking about that in the incense making class. Like, you should do that to improve your lymphatic system, to get the blood flowing. Like, yeah, just little things, like anything. Just reading a book, like anything. But also with the balance of that, serving others is so important. Like, if you only serve yourself,
Right.
You gotta find the balance. Whether it's opening doors for people, whether it's buying someone's meal behind you, whatever, But there's more than that. You can get it gets deep,
What about follow your joy but do no harm?
Mm.
That should be on a bumper sticker.
There's a Buddha quote. It was like hard back, soft front. Like have your back, stay true to yourself, like don't bend over silly for nobody, but also lead with an open, soft heart.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I read that somewhere, but I've resonated with that because finding balance is really hard. It can be tough, but it's important. Yeah.
So, what are some of the other things that you like to do?
I really want to be outside. I really want to be outside. And a while back, one of our karma yogis was like, "You need to rage out. I love rage therapy." And I've never thought of it before that.
Heavy metal yoga,
right? But like, just beating
throw axes
with some, yeah. But like in your safe space, in your own yard, or even like in a park where you realize you're alone, and just to be in nature, and not like you're beating on Mother Nature, but like it's there for you to just unrelish and like just unreal all of that shit. And
so you want to do a class called Forest Rage?
Well, I don't even know if it's proper to do a class for that because it's such a intimate thing.
Oh, something you should do by yourself.
Yeah. And that I really want to do by myself. Like, I haven't yet got the chance or worked up the nerve to be like, this is what I'm going to go do. So I really want to do that.
So you're going to do that this summer.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to come out and I'm like, wow, I'm light like a feather.
Yeah.
Because we hold so much trauma and so much anger and tension in our body. And we don't know.
Instead of taking it out on people that we love.
Just unreal.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm also a fish. Like you're a mermaid, but like I'm a water sign and I resonate with being in the water. So this summer I will be
at the beach,
swimming. Yeah. On the water, in the water, by the water.
That'd be good. Kayaking.
Me and Jalen, we have plans to go kayaking. So
really? We should get a big group.
We get a big old group again.
That would be so fun.
Yeah. We create new memories with amazing people.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I feel very special to be sitting in the seat talking to you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we'll have you on the show again. You can catch us up on the things.
Yeah.
All the things.
Okay.
All right. Thanks you guys so much for joining us today.